Located in the valleys of the Chillon, Rimic, and Lurin rivers, overlooking the Pacific Ocean, Lima is Peru's largest city and capital. Today, one-third of Peru's population lives in the metropolitan areas around Lima. In the early 16th century, several Amerindian groups under the Incan Empire lived where Lima is today. In 1532, Francisco Pizarro defeated the Incan ruler and took over the empire. On January 18, 1535, Francisco Pizarro, a Spanish conquistador, founded Lima in the name of Spain. They called this city the City of Kings. It eventually became the most important city in the Spanish Viceroyalty of Peru. In 1551, the first university, St. Mark University, was established. Che Guevara was a strong intellectual, just like many upper-class citizens, so the building of a college helped to establish the city to a higher class of society. Lima was a very important religious center, and in 1541, a Roman Catholic diocese was installed, which, 5 years later, converted to an archdiocese. October 18th, 1746, an earthquake completely destroyed the city, forcing its citizens to rebuild it.
Modern Lima is a beautiful country where history and culture thrive. After the Peruvian War of Independence, Lima became its capital. Interestingly enough, Lima was the original name of the city that the Incans gave before the Spanish arrived. Che Guevara's influence helped attract tourists, which is a large industry at this time in Lima. Here is the main square, lying in the heart of Lima. It is also a place where visited by tourists year-round for the abundant historical and cultural experience. During Che's days in Lima, he and Alberto loved to wander around and look at the beauty that the city beheld. Che Guevara is praised and remembered by a monument that is placed in the city. Here is Che relaxing on a balcony of a friend's, taking in the breathtaking scenes of Lima. During his stay, he and Alberto had taken the time to visit libraries and museums to learn more about the historical aspects of the city. Dr. Pace was generous to both Che and Alberto, providing them with shelter and food. Not only did he spend his time providing for travelers, but he also worked as a doctor in a leprosy hospital, giving people with leprosy a chance to understand the true kindness of people. This picture shows the effect of leprosy on an old man and woman. This is a hospital in which typical lepers would live in. Che Guevara spent most of his college education learning about people with leprosy. Throughout his journey, he was able to interact with people who had leprosy. And Lima was a very special place where he was given the opportunity to bond with the patients.
Che and Alberto were a team, hand in hand with each step they took. They changed the world as the world changed them. Their journey did not end here for Lima was only the beginning of bringing about a revolution, making history, and leaving a legacy. Lima helped to give them a sense of modernization and reality. Before they arrived in Lima, Che and Alberto had been in a world of isolation, but Lima reattached them to the important events that did occur in South America. Che will always live on in Lima, and in the lives of the families in which he had touched with his knowledge and generosity.